Hi there guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on my channel, and as you can see behind me, the 155 is now painted. So join me in this video as we get it painted and start polishing the car up. So enjoy. And we're off, starting by giving you a little montage of me masking up this rear door. Use a little unique way of doing it by masking over onto the paint, then using a very sharp Stanley blade to cut the edge, and then just use a scraper just to make sure that the edges of the masking tape are all down. Now, as some of the long-time viewers of the channel know, bodywork isn't my originally trained forte. It was actually mechanics, but I did decide to start to learn to paint myself, so I am YouTube certified with this. I did actually stop painting for nearly 2 years because my old paint guy who I used to use over the years, he decided to start painting again, but unfortunately he's not been very well, so I have had to pick up the baton again and start painting. And a few helping hands from a few other people that paint have guided me along the way. So it means that sort of a nice little hobby of mine is painting and repairing cars via accident damage and full resprays and stuff like that. So I don't mind doing it. It is quite a nice therapeutic thing to. One thing I do hate is masking up. It's so tedious and it just sort of bores me to death. So there we go, it took about 3 hours to mask it all up, and I was sick of the sight of masking tape by the time I'd done it. Just giving every panel a good rub down with degreaser now, and if you spotted there, I did just leave a little nib there, so I had to nib the edge of that a bit of a primer down. Now priming the rest of the car. Unfortunately, I still didn't spot these dents when I was priming it up, otherwise it would have saved me some hassle when it came to repainting the roof, as you will see later on in the video. And even though the sills are going to be covered by side skirts, I am prepping and painting those as well. If you notice, I'm not priming every single inch of the panel. That's because it didn't need it, because most of the paintwork was in good order, and I was only sort of priming the areas that had got bare metal or lots of sanding work had been done. Now I'm just putting a key down now so I can start flatting the primer. And if you don't do this, you will get a really bad marbled effect when it comes to the finish of the paint. I use 500 grit, and as you saw there, look, I've got a little bit of a run in the primer where I put a bit too much on, and just sanding it down. I think it was 600 I ended up using, and it does take quite a while, but it is worth it because you get such a better finish at the end of the day. These sped up shots are 3 times speed, sometimes they're 6 times speed if it's a particularly boring shot. But I'm showing you as much as I can in this, so sorry if you're getting a bit bored by some of it. So it was probably most of the day I spent flatting this down, but we got there in the end. I did find a few extra dents on the bonnet, so I didn't end up painting that. Tack cloth to get rid of all the dust. I did also clean all the floor and as much dust as I could away from any area before I painted. Here's the glorious Alfa red paint. Unfortunately, I'm not painting in the best of environments, so I do get a lot more dust than if I've got a proper paint booth, but this does the job for me. Starting by painting all the inner edges. And then move on to the roof where I started to see the dents, unfortunately. Which again you will see more of in the end of the video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now on to the second coat of paint. I think I did 3 coats in total. I used to do the ratio of paint on some other things. I did 50-50, 50% paint, 50% thinners. But I was getting a few too many reactions that I was liking, and I was like, what's the best way to stop some of these reactions that I'm getting is reduce the thinners. So I now do 2 parts paint to 1 part thinners, and this actually worked loads better, and I only had a couple of spots that I had to rub down and repaint. As you can see, that boot lid is looking good compared to how many ripples there were on that face. I think this is the third coat of paint. And then we're coming to the end of the painting stage now, and then we'll move on to lacquer. And there is the reaction on the wing, and another reaction I had on the sort of rear quarter panel. All you do is use 1000 grit paper, sand it back as far as you can go without going through the primer until it's nice and smooth basically. Then get rid of all the dust, a little wipe with the tack cloth again, and another few squirts of just paint, and fingers crossed it doesn't react again. Luckily it didn't on this one. The unlacquered paint does tend to clog up your sandpaper quite quickly, so if this was a larger spot you'd be definitely getting through quite a few sanded discs. Now a quick squirt of paint and voila, it is gone, and it stayed gone. This is the bodywork all covered in base coat. And now we're moving on to the lacquer. This is the part I always hate the most, because this is where you can ruin the perfect base coat by getting runs. And I think I did quite well for my amateur skills on only having to repaint 2 panels because of runs. I got through about 4 litres of lacquer. And there is the finished article. Well, I was pretty impressed on the finish on that, considering I'm only an amateur. Yes, it still looks a little bit lumpy bumpy in places where you can see there the most, but by the time it's dried and you've flatted it all off, it looks brilliant. It is now after the weekend. The paint has had sort of 2.5 days to dry. I've had a look over it. I've actually started doing some work on it now because I forgot to start filming. There was a run in that driver's door, as you can see behind me, just sort of around where the door handle is, that line across there. It's quite a bad one, so I've just sanded it all back. And I'm just going to have to recolour it and then lacquer it again. And that's pretty much the only area I've got to repaint, apart from another area on the other side, which I'll talk about in a minute. So join me as I flat, sand and polish and fettle to get this car looking good again. Now I do quite envy these guys on the TV shows who manage to get like a glass finish from the quickest of paint jobs without having to flat and polish it at the end. Unfortunately, I think reality is you can't get that very easily, or I've not been able to anyway. Now I'm starting to use the 2000 grit sandpaper. This is where you start to get a nice smooth finish on the lacquer before you can start polishing it up. Now I'm starting to use a cutting polish so I can get that shine to start to come through. You can use sort of 2-3 different types of polish. I normally just use the cutting polish, quite a medium compound. Then I'll move on to a polish which will give it a nice shine. Right guys, first panel is all sanded, flatted and polished up. As you saw in the video there, I used 1500 grit sandpaper and then moved to 2000, just getting rid of all the high spots, any bits of dust which I've got in the paint, which there are lots. And then I moved on to polishing it. So this has taken me about half an hour in total. So as you can imagine, the rest of the car is going to take me quite a while longer. So leave me to it. I'm going to crack on off camera now and get the rest of the car done, because as you can see, there's quite a bit that needs to be done. I have got to do a correction on the other side because it did get run on the paint, so I've got to repaint part of the panel. And on this side of the car, so as you can see, like around that area there, it's a little bit light on paint. I did have a small reaction there, so I had to rub it down and prime it again. But unfortunately, as I was rushing it and it was the end of the day, I didn't quite put enough paint on. So I do have to do that again. So we're now a few weeks later, and unfortunately I had to down tools on this. I've been busy in the workshop, and to top it all off, my compressor decided to explode, so I had to send that off to be repaired. That took 2-3 weeks, so it's delayed the process by loads. I have managed to do this side today. Not a bad finish on that. I'm quite impressed with that myself. And I've also managed to finish all these little trim parts as well. One panel I'm not happy with is the roof. I have started to polish it up, but then I noticed there was there's another dent there, and there's another little dent here, which I didn't see because I was focusing too much on getting this line right. So I have got to repaint the roof. And if you want to see more uncut progress on the 155 being painted, join up to the channel where you've got a full sort of 40-50 minute video of the process and the problems I ran into. So we're going to be calling it a day, and we'll call it a day on this episode. So thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.